Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside April Howdy, and the season is underway. And Coach out to a 2-1 start. And it's always good to get those first couple of wins.
Right.
You're above 500, and things are underway.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we would have loved the sweep on the weekend, and we had an opportunity to. You know, Miami, Ohio is a strong team. That was the one loss we took. We had 2 games go extra sets. You know, in that fourth set, it was 30-28, and we had some opportunities to push it to 5. But overall, definitely pleased with the start of the season. I think we're seeing some good numbers and definitely some areas we can keep pushing to get better for this weekend.
You started out with a battle up there with Belmont, the host school up in Nashville. 3-2, you come out with a win.
Yeah, we started up first 2 sets, and we won. I think Belmont came out a little rusty and maybe a little tense. They made a bunch of serving errors. We were able to capitalize on that. But they're a good team. You know, they're an NCAA tournament team. They won their conference last year. They're picked to win it again this year. So it was a good test early. They had an amazing crowd. You know, they have a great fan section, and it really was a lot of fun. You know, we ended up pulling it out in the 5th set, 16-14, which was phenomenal. I think it just pushed us forward for the rest of the weekend and gave the girls a lot of confidence. You know, we have a lot of new girls on the court, and to win a game like that in 5 on someone else's home floor is definitely something good.
And you had to feel really good, even though you took that loss the second game. You came back, didn't let that affect you. You came back and got a good win over Gardner Webb.
We did, and they were a strong team. You know, they took Belmont to 5, kind of a smaller team. They ran a fast offense, but we felt like we were prepared for that. We made some defensive adjustments, which was great. We made some lineup adjustments, and we finished that 3-0, and so it was great to get the 3-0 win and hit the road back to Memphis.
Before we talk more about that tournament and the Tiger Invite, the Memphis Invitational coming up this weekend, looking ahead to this season, new conference,
Right.
expectations, what is the outlook for your club this year?
The thing is, we don't really know. There's so many unknowns. Even going into this weekend, of course, our goals are always to win, but we just want to keep improving and getting better. You know, we had big shoes to fill with some roster eliminations that we had with our graduating seniors. We feel like we've been doing a steady job there, and with the brand new conference, we're still weighing our options and where people are at. But you know, I was definitely impressed with our first go and our first weekend out. You know, our defense, our passing is something that we can build upon. And, you know, I definitely expect a solid year. And I think that's what's expected here at the University of Memphis, and going into this conference, that mediocrity is not acceptable. So we're going to keep pushing our players every day to finish as high as we can this season and make a name for ourselves.
You talk about some individual players, and the first week was not only good for the team, good for a couple of individuals. Catlin Lilly, American Freshman of the Week. She was also on the All-Tournament team after getting a couple of double-doubles up at the Belmont Tournament. And Alexandra Petronievich also on that All-Tournament team.
Yeah, I mean, Kat came out with a bang, and, you know, I was actually sent some text to Altrice yesterday. Altrice Hawkins was asking how the start of the season went, and said, well, your shoes, you know, you left some big shoes to fill, and our freshman in that role made the All-Tournament team and was Freshman of the Week. So, I mean, again, those are big shoes to fill. You know, Altrice was a phenomenal player here, but, you know, Kat, we recruited very heavily for that spot, and that's the reason why, is that she just has the heart of a champion and is someone you want on the court. And then, of course, Aki is just playing the best I've ever seen her play. She's a phenomenal libero, but there's something different about the way she's approaching it this season. She's a leader on the court. You know, she's currently leading the conference in digs per game, and you know, I just expect amazing things from her this year. She's sort of the glue on the court that's holding our team together.
We were talking before we went on the air. It's a good tournament for you to start into because of the proximity. Going up to Nashville's close. You get back early. It's not a big ordeal to travel back, and that kind of gets you maybe an extra day, half day to kind of gear back up. You have the holiday on Monday, getting ready for your tournament this weekend.
Right. I mean, of course, it's fun to go to exciting places in Hawaii and you know, Chicago, New York, and that's all fun and games, but our job here is to win games. And that trip is super easy. Belmont likes to return and come back to us. You know, we're not tired, we're not fatigued from travel, and that's important because we play 13 matches in 3 weeks. So we want to be fresh. You know, next weekend we head to Evansville, another bus trip. And so we plan that strategically because we have a long season ahead, and the AAC is a very demanding travel schedule. And so we wanted to give our kids as much rest as possible, and that's part of it. You know, you got to be rested and, you know, feeling well and energetic in order to win.
Let's talk about your tournament coming up this weekend, the Memphis Invitational, Friday, Saturday. It'll be an all-day event. You'll have a couple of matches on Saturday. Western Carolina, Southeastern Louisiana, Alabama A&M. You'll play Friday at 1, at 7, then again Saturday at noon. But it'll be a busy weekend, even the matches you're not playing in.
Right, we'll be there all day, basically, especially us as coaches. But, you know, I consulted with our new SWA, Maria Roth, on how to do the schedule for our 2 home tournaments, and we both agreed doing the 2 games Friday was a nice strategy because we get to play early Saturday and go see a football game. And so we want to really help our athletes get that experience as well. There's not many games they get to go to, and they're really excited to hopefully get 3 wins this weekend and then go support the Tigers on the field Saturday afternoon.
Talk about the field overall of the tournament this weekend. Fairly strong?
Yeah, I haven't looked too much at some of the other teams. I know I've been looking more at Western Carolina because that's our matchup in the evening on Friday, and they're 3-1 right now. They had a strong showing. They beat Boston College, and that's a solid team. So I think, again, it's more about us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we went in this week in practice and added some things we felt we needed to be better at. And in these preseason tournaments, that's a big part of it because you play 3 teams within the course of 2 days. So as far as having detailed scouting reports and making big adjustments, that's hard because you go one game to the next. But if we can be better at what we're trying to do and convert some points, because again, we're leading the conference in digs. We're out-digging our opponents by 2 per game. We're passing exceptional. We got some really good things going for us. We just have to convert that into more offensive point opportunities.
All right, Coach. Sounds good. We'll see you out there Friday.
Okay, thank you.
That is head coach April Jauregui. I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.